guys, it's Heather. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, I am Heather from stampingwithheather.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And yesterday, the January to April, the new mini catalog came out, and it's just got some really cute stuff in it, guys, not gonna lie. Today, we are going to be making this card. Now, I needed some thank you cards, and this is what this is. And when I went back through my current stamps, I didn't have any that said thank you, and I'm not sure how that happened. So I just wanted to say, then the inside I'll write my gratitude message. But in the new catalog, let's see if I can find it. There are several sets, but here's one that says thanks. And where's the one? Here's another one that says thank you. Those are really cool. I really like those. Let's see, 41, 45. All right, here's one that says thanks. I'm trying to find the one that has the really cool shapes. Here we go. All right. So it's called the Something Fancy Bundle. And this is the stamp set. And then these are the dies. And it says thank you. And I really like this. I like the dies too, not gonna lie. But there's also one in the back. I might have just ordered this an hour ago, just so y'all know. There's one in the back though that I think I'm gonna have to add to my wish list and order it. I'm getting this one, and it has thank you for your kindness, but that is not the one I'm looking for. This one was, oh really? How come I can't find these when I want to? But any other time I'm flipping through the catalog, it's right there in my face. Nope. Well, hooey, hooey, hooey. This was like, here it is. It says, thank you with all my heart. This stamp would have looked adorable centered here, and then with the hearts on each of the corners, don't you think? I mean, just so cute. And look at the others. Wishing you a beautiful birthday. Just a little reminder that you're loved. I mean, look at the flowers. Wait till you see the catalog, guys. It's great. And guess what? It's also celebration time through February 28th. And you order minimum 50 and you can pick items for free from paper, beautiful, to stamp sets. This is coming. Let me show you. I can show you what I've gotten so far. I got the Dandy Designs. This paper is adorable. I can't wait to do that. We're gonna make some treat boxes like this, you guys. And I have already probably sharing these projects with you, don't worry. The Day at the Farm. This paper is so cute. I can't wait to use it. And the stamp set that goes with it is adorable. This is Sending Support. This is a really neat stamp set. The Dainty Flowers. How pretty. Hope you guys can see that. Look at the samples. Aren't those just pretty? And then there's the Thanks a Bunch. Could have used that, right? And then these adorable owls are actually really adorable. We're going to be making some really cute cards and projects with those too. So they're on their way. So let's take a look at this card again. Isn't it just so cute? It's using the Country Bouquet stamp set and the suite. And I chose Mint Macaron as my color for today. That's just so pretty. All right, so why don't we get started? First, I'm going to share, new hostess code, because it's a new month. January hostess code is right here, PFU6HSJZ. If you place an order with me, anyone who places an order with me during celebration is going to get a free thank you from me. If your order is $50 or more, you will get a free sample grab bag. And that is a grab bag full of samples of different things for you to try. And if you're ordering more than $150, please do not use the hostess code. Put it in as yourself so then you can be the hostess. So let's get started. I'm going to share the cut guide. So for our mint macaron cardstock, we're going to cut out 2 pieces. The first one's going to be 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to score it at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side, the long side. And then your second piece will be 1 7/8 by 3 1/8. Then basic white cardstock, you're going to cut 2 pieces. I'm sorry, of the first cut, it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. So 4 inches by 5 1/4, you're going to need 2 of those. And then you're going to also need a piece of white, basic white cardstock cut to 1 3/4 by 3 inches. And then the Country Gingham Designer Series paper, you're going to need 2 each of both of these sizes. So you're going to cut a total of 4 pieces. You're going to cut 2 at 7/8 of an inch by 4 1/8 of an inch, and 2 by 7/8 of an inch by 2 7/8 of an inch. And let's get started. Now I will give you a quick tip. When you are using your punch, cut out a strip first. It is so much easier to punch that way. All right, let's get started. Let's start with our mint macaron cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11 sheet cardstock. And we are going to cut 5.5 by 8.5. So, let me scoot back just a little bit. 5.5. This is our 8.5 sides. We're going to cut 5.5. Now, out of this, you could get 2 card bases, but we're going to use this later. I'm going to use this for a different card base. I have actually a couple pieces just of scraps that we're going to use to cut the other piece out. But if you're cutting it out, you know, we'll do it, whatever. Let's go 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. So here's 4 1/4. Now, your brown is your cutter. We don't want that. We want the lighter. It's almost like a gray brown. And we're just going to run that up down. And that's scored. So we'll set that aside. Now, this is where you can use a scrap or your big piece. I'm going to use the scrap so I can save the other one for another card base. So we need 3 1/8. So here's 3 1/8. And I'm using the dark brown because that's my cutter blade. Moving that. Come on, get out of there. Silly. Then you're going to turn it once so you can cut it at 1 7/8. 1 7/8. And when you're doing this, I hold this cutter down. It has a little part right here you can hold it down on. I've had some people ask me to show the actual cutting in the paper. Normally I have all this cut out, it's prepped, and it's a quick video. Today's going to be a little bit longer because we're going to actually do all the cutting. So, all right, let's get our sheet of basic white out. We're going to need 2 that are 5 1/4 by 4. So let's go. Start by cutting 5 1/4. Let me get this back down farther so you can see it. So 5 1/4. There we go. All the way down and back. Set that aside. And then we need by 4. And remember, we're cutting 2 of these, so here's the first one. By 4. Put that aside. And by 4. Here's our second one. Okay, and then our second cut that we need is going to be 1 3/4. So let's go 1 3/4. Okay, 3/4 by 3. There's 3. And I'm not sure, but I think I might have moved. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna cut the last sheet that we need, which is our Country Gingham. Look, both sides are pretty, but we're using the mint macaron side. So So we need 2 of each of these cuts. So we're gonna go 7/8 of an inch. Right there. Okay. Another 7/8 of an inch. Now, the next 2 that we need are also 7/8 of an inch wide, so we're just gonna go ahead and keep cutting those. So you're gonna cut a total of 4 at 7/8 of an inch. Sorry, I moved that back down in case it wasn't in shot. There we go. This is our extra, so we're setting it aside. Now, I like to stack these up on top of each other since I'm making 2 of the exact same cuts. The first one's going to be 7/8 of an inch by, because I can't read my handwriting, 4 1/8. So there's 4 1/8. Down and up to the side. Okay, and then again stacking these. The next one is 7/8 of an inch by 2 7/8. 2 7/8? Yep, 2 7/8. So there's 2 7/8. There we go. I will save those pieces. I'll use them in a different card. Now, I have in past videos talked about this, so I thought we would just go over it again for those that are new. You're going to take your bone folder. Now, when you cut out, let me see if I can find a good one that shows you the actual, here we go. When you use your cutter, and I'm hoping that this, can you see that lip right there? You can feel it too. So what you can do to get rid of that is just take your bone folder. You just go over it once. That's all you have to do, and it gets rid of it. I like to do this. I think it makes the card look more finished, and we're going to go ahead and burnish that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do these. So I only do this on the side that will be up, that people will see, because the adhesive, nobody's going to see the other side or feel it. And the adhesive you're using, it doesn't care. Its feelings are just not needed today. So there we go. And I just go over all my edges like this. And yeah, it adds a whole, I think, minute to your card making process. But it really just, I don't have to do all these because not all these were cut. So let me just find there are 3 that were cut. So here we go. No more little roll. Can't see it. Can't feel it. It is done for. And like I said, that added a whole minute onto our card making experience, and I'm okay with that. So, dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk. Okay, so we've got all of our paper. I'm just going to set everything out here. Just so make sure I have it all. Yes, yeah, yes. All right. And the other green one. Okay, so these 2. Oh, forgot to do this one. There we go. Okay. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to adhere in the white piece inside. So I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to just go ahead, put it on. I do it in 3 lines like this, and I start at the bottom because that's what you're going to see the most of. I make sure the edges are somewhat even. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. And this is it. I mean, literally, this is it. Now, the inside of mine has, and this will be the last thing we do, by the way, I punched out a mint macaron heart, which I did from a piece of a scrap that I cut from my other card base. So I guess we could do that real quick and get that done and over with. So let's just do that. I'm not going to use any of the petals, just the heart. If you wanted to use the petals, you could. You could use the red side. but we're not going to with this one. Okay. And for this, I'm just going to use my seal again. Although I'm not pressing down. There we go. Sometimes I just kind of whip over it and I'm not, oops, as good as I should be. There we go. Get that off of there. Now I like my heart kind of cockeyed. I just do it in the corner. You do however you want. You can lay it sideways if you want. You can put it in this corner or any of the other ones, however you want to do it. I like it here, and then I write my message, and then my name goes here next to it. All right, so we're going to set this aside just for now. And we're going to take out the second piece of the white. That's the 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to start laying these out. I lay them out before I place them to make sure that my placement is right. So you're going to take one long one and start at the left. You're going to leave a little bit of a gap. You're going to go through like this. Okay. So it really does all work together. So, whoops, using our stamp and seal. I'm going to put a gap about the size of one of the white gingham. It's about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a teeny tiny itty bitty bit less. Get that adhesive off there. Okay. I try to line the outside so it's even. For me, it's easier. I'm not the best liner upper. That is a technical term too, guys, by the way, liner upper. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thought he was gonna go wonky. And then the last piece. I also try to line up with that edge before I press it down. And there we go. If you have some corners that you think might pop up, like this one, take your wet glue and just put a little dot. That's all you need, just a little dot. That's it. Okay, so now let's do some stamping. This is super simple, super easy. I'm just gonna set this aside. We're gonna use our Mint Macaron stamp pad. And we are using the Country Bouquet polymer, the photopolymer stamp set. And we're using the Just Wanted to Say for this card. Like I said, you can use any other sentiment you want. And I'm going to put it more on the bottom right. Like this. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and close this, put it away, because y'all know I'm gonna stick my hand in it if I leave it open on my desk. Every single time it happens. Okay. So now that we have this, we're gonna put this together. So some stamp and seal on the back. Again. And then we're going to just, again, center it the best we can. That's a little bit much. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Then we're going to put it on the front. Just like this. Whoops. Nope, not just like that. There we go. All right, now let's get this down on our card base. And then we're gonna punch out from the designer series paper. Make sure your white is still on the bottom, so when you open the card, it's facing you. We're going to do the same thing we did before from the bottom. Same on all three, and then down, lay it down. All right, now let's get to punching. This is super easy. You're going to use your punch and center it around the image. Try not to get my head in the shot, so give me a minute. Oh, nope, yep. Nope, that hurts really bad. Okay, so see how I centered it? And then you just punch. There we go. Okay. And we are going to use mini glue dots. Here's my pick a tool. I just love this. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the leaves on. And I want you to notice something. Some of these are the mint macaron and some are a little bit darker. And honestly, I don't think for this it really matters which one we're gonna use. I used lighter because it was just on the right side, but okay. So I'm gonna use my tool to pick up a dot. Let me see where I want it. I'm gonna put this right here. Whoop. See that right there in the bottom? Okay. And then this is gonna go right on there. Okay. Got a little bit left for the other side, but you know what? I think I'm gonna put another one on. Just above it like this. And then we're going to take the other one. I like to make them just a little bit different. So one kind of going up and out, and the other one more out. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna adhere this down on the card using the mini glue dots. Let's see here. I'll put one here. Put one on the back of each leaf. Okay. Just like that. We're gonna put that off to the left. Kind of up a little bit because we're gonna have the other heart, which we need to see where we're gonna put it. How about just kind of tilted like that? Oh, that's perfect. One. See this mini glue dot. Hold on a minute. Oh, crud. There we go. And then the other one is going to go right here on the back. There we go. And instead of having this extra paper hang off, I tear it about an inch above where my next mini glue dot is. And then put it back in my little adhesive holder. All right, now we're going to use the pastel adhesive back sequins as part, again, of this line. I really like the gold. Now what I do is I take them out when I get them and I put them in upside down so that when I open this, I can just slide them out to use and I don't have to take the whole thing out. So power of 3, ladies and gentlemen, power of 3. So 1. These fly everywhere, by the way, just so you know. I'm gonna put one up here, right there. And the third one, I think I'm gonna put it a little bit farther down. There we go. And there we have it. Second there. This is a very simple, easy card that you can honestly change this part out to fit anything. The inside also, you can stamp here. You don't have to use the little cutouts. It's whatever you prefer. It's your card. It's your creation. Do it your way, guys. And I want to see your creations. Show me what you make. I'm really interested. I love seeing how this goes. And I'm going to be giving away a project kit for this card. You'll get the supplies to make it, including the 3 little gems. It will not include the ink, the stamp set, the adhesive. It's just the paper products to make it. So you can use your own, you can order, whatever. Just as my way of saying Happy New Year's, guys, and thanks for sticking with me. Until next week, it's Heather. Stay crafty, my friends.